Characters for days.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com, and we are taking a look at more Victoria miniatures. She sent over a big box of stuff to us a few months back, and we're finally getting through it all. Today, we're going to take a look at some of her characters and some of the extra upgrade bits for vehicles that I thought were pretty cool. You know, if you really want to customize out your tanks and things with all sorts of gear and pack, then this might be the way to go. So jumping over to VictoriaMiniatures.com, that's where you can find all these products here. And you already know, well, hey, there's free shipping on all orders over $100. I think it's $9 up to that. And of course, there is, well, let me slide this back. There is what I just showed you. On any order of $50 or more, you get a free miniature of the month. And I think that's the current lineup, although it might be different by about the time this video gets out. So we're going to show you some of the characters and some of the war gear that you can get for your tank. So let's start with the war gear, which I think is right here. Yep, here we go. So lots of different kind of options for your vehicles. Like you can get ammo cases, bike stowage if you have some attack bikes or just regular bikes and you're looking to pick up something like that, or you know, just backpacks in general. They got all that right here. Jerry cans, I think we have some of those to show you too. Shields, rifles and holsters, all sorts of different stuff in here. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. It's all pretty well priced. I mean, $4, $6, you know, here and there. Not too bad if you ask me. And then jumping back to the character section, it's a little hidden because no one suspects the Spanish Inquisition to be on the front page, but here they are. So then you can kind of look through and see all the characters in here, including some of the newer ones like Mr. Ardnog right here. But that being said, we've got a few of them to show you today. That we got Sylvia Brando. She's not bad for $13.99, and we got this Mercenary Slacker for $13.99. And one more, which escapes me right now, but let's take a look. So when you pick up one of these miniatures from Victoria, they're gonna come something like this in a little baggie with a card and the sprue and a base on the back, just like that. The same goes for these right here as well, the different packs and things, but I just had a few extra and opened them up here. So this is the bike pack here with the different ammo pouches and a holstered rifle. And then you've got the jerry cans that you could, you know, put in some sort of container or some square plastic card thing if you really wanted to, or just distribute them around a vehicle or perhaps, you know, some sort of diorama or something. And then there's also grenade packs, which come in a big grip here if you need some of those, and some curved daggers, and I think even some round canteens, which we've seen in the different regimental squads too, but you can buy them separate on that same page right there. So let's jump into how these look on the sprue and then how they compare to some of the other miniatures out there. So basically this is how they come on sprue. Sergeant Tori was a more recent addition to the miniatures of the month, and she's actually supposed to be a crewman or crew person that just goes on the top of a tank in a hatch right there and has an extra arm, or a separate arm rather, for the binocs. And then you've got the mercenary here, which I think is very well detailed and very well done. I mean, you could use it as you could use her as a couple different things, you know, like maybe some sort of assassin or leader, and then, you know, of course you've got the staff on the back, so they're, hey, astropath, cleric, you know, healer, priest, whatever. And then Sylvia Brando, looking fresh on top of, you know, another great Xeno sculpt. And that just needs to be assembled right there. So long story short, we're just gonna fast forward and put them together. So first up is Brando, who bears more than a striking resemblance to Vasquez from Aliens, which great movie, great character, and for $13.99 definitely makes a very, very affordable alternative to the Ripper Jackson. If you're trying to get that model at $35 in plastic, well, maybe you want this one right here. Maybe you weren't able to get it. And then the Mercenary Slacker doing the best gunfighter impression of the year award right there, looking fresh and got a cape, so very Eisenhorn-y from the back, but lots going on. Very different in the front right there. So very, very cool miniature. Like I said, could use it for a couple different things. And then Sergeant Tori once assembled with the binoculars right there. Now, I don't have an open crew slot on this Chimera, unfortunately, and I don't have any Victoria Ministries tanks either. But I'm sure this will fit in her tanks, but most definitely would fit underneath the hatch here on a Chimera, and probably most likely a Land Raider as well. So how do they compare to other miniatures out there? Well, here's how she compares up to a Death Corpsman, which is probably a little smaller in this instance from Forge World, so probably the right scale for Brando, and then the Mercenary Slacker as well. So very, very fresh stuff. And then if you're looking to, you know, equip these guys out and things, well, you could use her parts on Forge World kits or even GW Plastics. They look to be right about the same scale right there. So that's about it for this one. Make sure you check out VictoriaMiniatures.com for all your customizing, all your custom boutique resin miniature needs. And before you leave here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.